folks, and welcome to Waddell Field here in Byron Center for tonight's matchup of the Bulldogs between Byron Center and Grandville for boys varsity lacrosse. I'm Elena Arms, and I'll be your announcer this evening. Nice chilly day here for the last day of April, and we are just about to get started here. Teams taking the field now. Today is International Jazz Day, so we here at BCTV would like to give a quick shout out and our well wishes to the Byron Center Jazz Band, who are currently in New York preparing to perform at Essentially Ellington this weekend. And it's just about time to get started here with the opening face-off. Byron wins possession. Taking it across the field now. That was number 2, Luke Mass, on the face-off for Byron. Quick pass over to number 19, Cameron Bale, who will cradle the ball now. Byron looking to move into the offensive positioning. Mason Triplett with possession of the ball for Byron now. He moves towards the crease. Shot on goal, blocked by Grandville. Grandville in possession now, looking to make their own attack. Caden Lemon with possession for the Grandville Bulldogs. He'll pass it over to Eli Schultz. He'll pass it over to fellow midfielder Brady Coral, who will move towards the crease. Shot on goal is good. First score of the night will go to the Grandville Bulldogs.
Grandville goal, number 1, Aiden Carus.
That was number 1, Aiden Carus, with that shot and successful goal for Grandville. 1-0 in favor of Grandville here, with just about a minute and a half expired in the first quarter. And we're back to the center for the face-off. It'll once again be number 5, Vince Preston for Grandville, and number 2, Luke Moss for Byron. And here we go. Looks like Luke will win possession for the Bulldogs once again. He takes a quick tumble there, and Grandville's able to knock that ball out of his pocket. Bit of a struggle between the Bulldogs on both sides, and Byron will regain possession. Quick whistle is blown. That will be a tactical infraction, push from behind by Grandville. Byron will maintain possession. Triplet with the ball for Byron. Pass between Byron's attackmen, and it's deflected by Grandville. Scooped up easily. Byron immediately gets it back. Triplet once again with the ball. Quick pass over to Medallin. Amazing block by Grandville's goalie. Byron able to regain possession quickly. Another shot on goal made, blocked again by Grandville's goalie. Goalie for the Grandville Bulldogs being number 21, Miles Parker, a sophomore at Grandville. Ball back in bounds now. Byron still with possession. Another shot made. Another successful block by Parker. Grandville with possession on the defensive now. Looking to cross midfield. To fight at midfield for possession. Appears it will go the way of Grandville. Grandville on the attack now. Shot made by number 17, Caden Lemon. It is successful. Grandville will go up 2-0 with just under 8.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Byron with some successful attempts made, but Grandville's goalie is making him work for it. We'll go back to the center for the face-off. Mass still up for Byron. Number 19, Luke DeBoer, will come in for Grandville. He is their usual fogo. Byron wins possession. On the attack now, it's number 10, Cooper Hickson, cradling. He'll pass it back to Bale. Bale over to Cook. Back to Bale now, looking for someone open. Tries to get it over to Hickson, misses. It will go out of bounds, so possession will be awarded to Grandville. Grandville's goalie running out to midfield and beyond now, looking to make an attack. Passes it off to his attackman. He'll retreat to his goal. Schultz cradling for Grandville. Looking to find an opening. Shot made by Schultz is successful. Grandville Bulldogs will go up 3-0. We'll go back to the center for the face-off. Still Mass for the Bulldogs and DeBoer for Grandville. Byron wins possession. Hickson cradling for the Bulldogs. Passes back to Bale. Bale over to Triplet. Triplet to the left wing, back to Triplet. Triplet cradling, looking for an opening. Looks like he'll try to take it himself. Heavily defended by Grandville. Will make the Byron Center Bulldogs retreat, but they will maintain possession. It's back to Triplet now. Over to Bale. Bale back to Triplet. Triplet to McKinney. McKinney makes an attempt to pass it to the X. Number 9, Drew Medallion. Unsuccessful, Grandville will block. Grandville looks to pass over to their attackman. Timeout called by, I believe, Grandville. A quick reminder that you can follow BCTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BCTV25 or on YouTube at BCTV.25. Follow us to stay up to date on our productions and news. Still 3-0 here at Waddell Field in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs. Just over 5.5 minutes remaining in quarter one. Both teams breaking their huddles now, coming back out onto the field. Grandville will maintain possession. Schultz with possession for the Grandville Bulldogs. He'll pass it over to Lemon. Lemon back to Schultz now. Grandville looking for an opening. Schultz will pass it over to Coral. Coral looks to take it himself. Byron defends well, can't quite get there. Coral still with possession. Shot made by Lemon, blocked by Byron's goalie, DeYoung. Byron tries to take it up on the attack, is pushed out of bounds. Possession will go back to Grandville. Coral with possession for Grandville. Back on the attack. Coral out to Schultz. Schultz with a long pass over to Karras. Karras out to the X, who will pass it back to Coral. Coral with possession, looking to make a long shot. Misses, goes wide. I believe Grandville was closest at the time the ball went out of bounds, so they will maintain possession. Indeed, they will. It's Schultz on the offensive, looking for an opening. He'll pass it over to Coral. Coral on the attack, maybe looking to take it himself. He's heavily guarded by Byron. He'll pass it back to Lemon. Lemon looking for an opening. Shot made, blocked by DeYoung. Goes wide and out of bounds. Grandville still maintains possession. Schultz with possession. We'll pass it over to number 11, Mann. Mann with the pass back to the X. Back over to Lemon. Rolling shot made on the ground, just passes DeYoung. It'll be another
Grandville goal.
successful goal for Grandville. They go up 4-0. Both teams will make some substitutions, and we will come back to the center for another face-off. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Mass still up on the face-off for Byron, but Grandville will go back to using number 5, Preston, midfielder. Struggle for possession, and Grandville will actually gain possession. First face-off they've won so far. It's Lemon on the offensive. He's brought down by some Byron defensive men, but never loses possession of the ball. It's out to Mann now. Mann to Schultz. Schultz looking to take it himself. Shot made, goes wide. That will roll out of bounds. Grandville will maintain possession. Number 3, Braden Vandenveer with possession for Grandville. Attempts a pass, will go wide and out of bounds, so Byron will win possession back. Triplet with the ball for Byron now. Passes over to Bale. Byron on the attack now, looking to make up some of these goals that Grandville leads by. Bale still with the ball, loses possession briefly, but able to scoop it back up. Bale will pass it over to Cook. Cook out to Triplet. Back to Triplet, Triplet back to Bale. Bale out to Hickson. Hickson to Triplet. Triplet coming around the crease. Decides not to take it himself, will pass it back to Hickson. Almost deflected by Grandville, but Byron will maintain possession. It's Bale cradling the ball now, looking for an opening. Grandville able to knock that ball out of Bale's pocket. They'll go back on the offense now. Vandenveer with possession. Passes over to Lemon. Lemon to Karras. Shot made by Karras. Successful.
Grandville goal, number 1.
Grandville will go up 5-0. Just over a minute remaining in the first quarter. Back to the center for the face-off. It will once again be Mass and Preston. Byron wins possession after the face-off. Mass cradling. He'll pass back to Susnick. Susnick over to Hickson. Hickson to Cook. Cook out to the X. Triplet. Triplet back to Hickson. Hickson back to Triplet now. Triplet will pass back over to Cook. Back to Triplet now. Byron trying to create an opening between Grandville's defensive men. Time is winding down on the first quarter. Byron hoping to get a shot off. And they do, but it's blocked by Grandville's defensive men. That will sail out of bounds. Byron is closest. They will maintain possession. Seconds ticking down now on the quarter. It's Triplet with possession, cradling. Passes it around. DeYoung with a shot on goal, successful. So Byron, with 4 seconds left in the first quarter, will make their first successful goal of the evening. It will be 1-5, still in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs, but Byron is officially on the board now. Once again, that was number 18, Owen DeYoung, senior for the Bulldogs, with that goal. Back to the center for what I assume will be the final face-off of the first quarter, since there's only 4 seconds left. Still Mass and Preston. Byron will win possession, and that will put an end to the first quarter. Score 1-5 in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs after the completion of the first quarter. Byron finally putting themselves on the board with a truly last-second shot there by Owen DeYoung. While the teams huddle up to discuss how they will handle the second quarter, I'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsors. They are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move, and Gaines Charter Township. We'd also like to thank our BC Athletic sponsors, our bronze sponsors, Pete's Grill and Tavern, and Third Coast Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Our BC Athletic silver sponsors, Promo, University of Michigan Health West, the Orthopedics Associates of West Michigan, and XYZ Motors. And our BC Athletics gold sponsors, Armored Roofing and Construction, and the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. Thank you so much to our generous sponsors. So Byron with a decent amount of shots on goal in that first quarter, but not quite able to make it through Grandville's goalie, except that last time there with those final few seconds of the first quarter. Grandville with almost an equal number of shots on goal, most of those successful against Byron, but DeYoung, freshman goalie for Byron Center Bulldogs, able to stop a few of those critical shots on goal made by Grandville. We'll see how both teams will handle this coming into the second quarter, which we are just about to get started with. Teams will switch their sides of the fields, as is typical in each quarter of lacrosse. And here's the face-off. It's still number 2, Luke Mass for Byron Center Bulldogs. And it'll be Preston for Grandville. Byron will win possession. Once again, they will go on the attack. It's out to Bale now for Byron. Looking to create an opening here. Out to DeYoung. DeYoung to Triplet. Triplet cradling now. He'll pass it back out to Bale. Bale looking to move in. Shot made, but saved by Grandville's defensive men. And a bit of a possession scuffle there by Byron will cause that ball to just rock itself out of the pocket of Grandville's defensive men and just roll on into the goal. Grandville's goalie unable to make that save, so a bit of an accidental goal there for Byron, but a goal nonetheless. So very soon within the second quarter, Byron trying to close that lead that Grandville has over them, be 2-5. Back to the center for the faceoff still, Mass and Preston. Mass once again winning possession for the Bulldogs. Attempted pass out to Bale is blocked by Grandville's defensive men, who will try to get it out to his midfielders. Byron not going to make it easy on him. Whistle-blown possession is awarded to Byron. Triplet with possession for Byron, cradling, trying to find an opening. Almost gets there, but Grandville's defense is strong. He'll pass it out to DeYoung. DeYoung back to their ex, Medellin. Medellin will pass it back out to DeYoung, who will make a shot on goal that will go wide. Or excuse me, that was Hickson with the attempted shot on goal that goes wide. DeYoung now will bring that ball back in for Byron, out to Triplet. Triplet to Bale, back to Triplet. Triplet cradling now, looking to take it himself. Approaches the crease, he'll go behind. Analyzing, seeing if he has any of his guys open that he can pass to. Triplet will lose possession of the ball. Grandville's defensive men have it now, trying to pass it down to their side of the field. Get it to their midfielders. Byron will win possession back. And it's Bale with a shot on goal, successful.
Center goal, number 19, Cameron Bale.
That will sail right through Grandville's goalie's legs, which I don't know if they have any type of numbers for the goals in lacrosse, but I know in hockey that would be called the Zone 5, which is a pretty impressive shot to make in hockey, and I'm sure it's impressive in lacrosse too. I'm certainly impressed. So Byron again closing that lead. It's 3-5 now, still in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs, but Byron inching their way back up there. Face-off won by Grandville, their second of the game. It's Schultz on the attack now for the Grandville Bulldogs. They'll pass it around their attackman. Number 11, Liam Manili, junior for the Grandville Bulldogs, has possession now. Cradling, looks to make his own opening here. Tries to pass it out to a fellow attackman. Byron able to scoop it up, though. They'll make quick work moving down the field. Just managing to stay in bounds. Another shot made on goal, and it is successful. That was Hickson.
Goal for Byron Center, number 10, Cooper Hickson.
Hickson wearing number 10, a senior for Byron. Byron once again closing that lead. Grandville only leads by 1 now. It's 4-5. With just under 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. I don't know what Byron's coach said to these boys during that quick little timeout between the quarters, but whatever it was, it worked. Grandville with possession now. Looking to get on the offensive. It's Vandenveer cradling. Moving towards the crease. He will pass it over to Karras, who will score for Grandville. So Grandville putting a little bit of distance in between themselves and Byron Center, extending their lead by 2. It'll be 4-6 now after Byron goes on a 3-goal run. We'll go back to the center for the face-off once again. Mass and DeBoer one more time. Possession will go the way of Byron. Mass will pass out to Hickson. Hickson will pass it back to DeYoung. DeYoung to Triplet. And Triplet to Bale, who comes on for Byron. Bale jogging towards the goal now, looking for an opening. He passed to Hickson. Hickson right back to Bale. Bale to Triplet. Triplet looks to make his own opening. Shot made by Triplet, easily caught by Grandville's goalie. And Grandville's midfielders will take it up into the offensive. They'll make an easy shot on goal that will get past Byron's goalie
Grandville goal, number 1, Aiden Carus.
in what would be hockey zone number 4. It'll be 4-7 now. Grandville once again extending their lead against Byron. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. We'll go back to the center for the faceoff. Mass still for the Byron Bulldogs, and Preston will be back in as the fogo for the Grandville Bulldogs. Mass will win the faceoff. He'll pass it out to Hickson, who will look around for someone to give it back to. Looks like he'll go out to DeYoung. Apologies, not DeYoung, Susnick. Susnick, who will pass it off to Cook before stepping out for Byron. And now it's in the hands of DeYoung, who will look to make some movement here, potentially take it himself. Indeed, he will make a shot.
Byron center goal, number 18.
And I thought it was blocked for a second, but it actually does get in between the goalie, and it will go in there. So Byron will close that gap once again with a great diving shot there by Owen DeYoung. It's his second goal for Byron and their 5th overall as they go up 5-7 now. Grandville still in the lead, but Byron making some good movement here in the second quarter. Back to Mass and Preston for the faceoff here. Will once again go the way of Byron. Byron out to, Mass out to Hickson. Hickson back to DeYoung. DeYoung to Triplet. Triplet cradling possession now. Looking to make an opening. He'll pass it back to Hickson, who will give it right back to Triplet. Triplet looking for someone to get open. He will pass it out to DeYoung. DeYoung back to Triplet. Triplet out to number 20 Cook. Pass it back to their ex-attackman. Attempted pass made to DeYoung is almost scooped up by Grandville, but Medellin will regain possession for Byron. He passes it back to DeYoung. DeYoung will come around the corner of the crease. It's knocked out by Grandville, but DeYoung will quickly get it back. DeYoung still with possession of the ball, cradling. Looking to make an opening shot on goal made by Hickson. Successful. So once again, Byron has closed the lead that Grandville holds over them to just 1. It'll be 6-7 now here at Waddell Field. Back to the center for the faceoff. Mass for the Byron Bulldogs. And it looks like DeBoer, usual foco for the Grandville Bulldogs, will be back in it. Possession. Ooh, almost goes the way of Byron. But will, after a bit of a scuffle there, go the way of Grandville instead. Out to Sturley for Grandville. Vandenveer cradling for Grandville now. Looking to get in there. He'll pass it back to Sturley. Sturley out to Lemon. Lemon with a shot on goal, caught by DeYoung. Easy stop there for the goalie for Byron Center. In the hands of Triplet for the Bulldogs now, the Byron Bulldogs, excuse me. Quickly pass it over to DeYoung, who looks like he'll try and take it himself, and he will successfully. That is a Another goal for Owen DeYoung to tie us up here for the first time tonight at Waddell Field. 7-7, 4.5 minutes to go, and Grandville will call a timeout, their first of the second quarter. Byron Center certainly came into the second quarter of the night fired up. They have quickly tied this game up. Grandville not making it easy on them, though. They've got a couple of their own goals this quarter. Both teams seem to be getting into a rhythm. Again, 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. If you're enjoying this game as much as I am and you would like to potentially watch it again and again and again and again, well, you can order a copy of today's game from us, or you can get a copy of any other event we've ever covered too. Get a hold of us at 878-6781, or you can visit our website, www.byrontv.com, for a Blu-ray or DVD. DVDs are $10, Blu-rays are $15. Again, that number is 878-6781, or our website, www.byrontv.com, to order your copy today. And we will come back from the timeout now. Both come back into the center for the face-off. It's mass for the Bulldogs, to certainly no one's surprise, and it looks like Preston will be back in for the Grandville Bulldogs. Possession goes to Byron. Luke taking it himself all the way up to the front of the crease. He is checked by Grandville, so he'll lose possession, unable to make a shot. Grandville will pass it down to their defensive men. That pass will go wide and out of bounds, so Byron will immediately regain possession. It's good news for the Byron Bulldogs, who certainly don't want Grandville to regain their lead. DeYoung tries to get it out to Triplet, but it's easily blocked by Grandville, who go back on the offensive now. It's Lemon. Lemon out to Sturley. Sturley back to Lemon. Lemon will pass it back out wide to Schultz. Schultz to Vernon, new man on the field. Vernon to Coral. Coral cradling on the right side now. They'll pass it out to Sturley. Sturley to Lemon. Lemon back to Schultz. Schultz to Vernon. Vernon to Coral. Coral looking to make some movement here, maybe get in there himself. Byron's defense holding strong. Shot attempted by Grandville, deflected by Byron, who will go on the offense now. It's number 8, Trent Swartz, midfielder for Byron, making his way down the field. And a timeout is called by Byron Center. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half this evening. We're still tied up at 7-7. Tomorrow is May 1st, and May marks the start of Mental Health Awareness Month. Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic now than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health concerns on the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Back from the timeout now, both teams taking the field again. Byron will maintain possession. Looking to make some movement happen here in the last sub 3 minutes of this quarter. Byron hoping to take the lead for the first time tonight. Byron shuffling around their attackman, looking to find an opening or make an opening. It's Triplett now, cradling. Looks like he'll make some movement here. He'll pass it out to the lefty. Long pass goes a bit wide, but Byron's still able to maintain possession. It's Hickson. Hickson will pass it out to Bale. Bale cradling, looking to get in there. Grandville's defense holding strong, makes him retreat a little. He'll pass it back out to Triplett. Triplett over to DeYoung on the right. DeYoung will go back to Triplett. Triplett out to Bale. Bale to Hickson. Hickson to Cook. Cook looking to make some movement happen here. Get in on the crease. Shot made. Bounces off the poles and jumped on by Grandville's goalie. No score. In the hands of Grandville's defensive men now. They'll try and get it to their midfielders. Grandville just staying in bounds. They'll move on to the attack now. Schultz will come back in. Schultz taking his time. He'll pass it out to Coral, who will come back on for the Grandville Bulldogs. Just about a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Coral will go back out to Schultz. Schultz to Lemon. Lemon out to Sturley. Sturley back to Lemon. Lemon out to Schultz. Schultz over to Karras. Karras back to Schultz. Schultz to Lemon now. Lemon looking to make some movement happen. Byron not making it easy. Ball knocked out of the pocket. Byron looking to regain possession, still rolling on the field. Grandville will scoop it back up. Schultz with possession. Looking to make a final shot on goal here as the seconds wind down. Long shot will pop up wide, go out of bounds. Sturley was back there, so possession will be maintained by Grandville. Timeout is called, I believe, by Byron Center. So we have 13 seconds remaining here in the first half. Real quick while we're on this timeout, I'd like to once again thank our sponsors. They are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move, and Gange Charter Township. Of course, we'd also like to thank our BCA Bronze athletic sponsors, Pete's Grill and Tavern, Third Coast Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Our BC Athletic Silver sponsors, Promo, University of Michigan Health West, the Orthopedics Associates of West Michigan, and XYZ Motors. And our BC Athletics Gold sponsors, Armored Roofing and Construction, and the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. Thank you so much to our generous sponsors. Byron breaking their huddle now, coming back out onto the field. Grandville will be soon to follow. Once again, we've 13 seconds remaining, still a tie game, 7-7 here. It has been an exciting second quarter, lots of movement and action on both sides of the field. Grandville will maintain possession after that attempted shot on goal will go wide and out of bounds. Looks like Lemon will be the man to take it in for the Grandville Bulldogs as we wind down this first half. Grandville hoping to regain their lead with a final shot on goal. Lemon rounding the crease, looking to make a shot. And it is successful. So, with 5 seconds left here in the second quarter, Grandville will maintain their lead, 8-7. now in favor of Grandville. We'll come back to the center for a quick face-off. Mass and DeBoer will go the way of Byron. See if they can get anything done here. Not quite enough time. They did only have 5 seconds, so that will do it for the first half here at Waddell Field. Score after that half, 8-7 in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Grandville was able to win that opening face-off here, and they will go on the offensive. It's Schultz with possession for Grandville. He looks to make some movement, guarded heavily by Byron. He'll make a long shot at Byron's goal, easily caught by DeYoung. Byron will move to midfield and pass it into the hands of their attackman. It's Hickson with the ball for Byron now. He'll pass it out to Bale, who comes on for the Bulldogs. Bale out to Susnick, excuse me. Out to DeYoung, back to Susnick, now in the hands of Triplett. Hanging back, assessing. Byron looking to make some action happen here in the third quarter and hopefully take the lead for the first time this game. Still in the hands of Triplett. He's rounding the X. He'll come back out onto the left side, pass it to Hickson. Hickson will give it out to DeYoung, who will make a long shot that will sail high and wide of the goal. Go out of bounds. Looks like Byron's attackman was there, though, so they will maintain possession. It's Medellin with possession. He'll pass it out to Hickson. Grandville with possession now after that infraction called on Byron's center. So Schultz will come on, pass it to Coral, who will take it into their half of the field here. They'll go back on the attack. It's back to Schultz now. He'll cradle as he looks to rush Byron, create an opening of his own. Long shot on goal made by Schultz. It is successful. We'll pass right into that lower zone there.
Goal by number 22 and 17. Eli Schultz,
Grandville will stretch their lead out even further. It's 9-7 in favor of Grandville here after those first couple minutes of the third quarter have expired. And we will go back to the center for the face-off. Still number 2, Luke Mess for the Byron Bulldogs, and it'll be number 5, Vince Preston Midi for Grandville. Luke wins the face-off for Byron, and he'll look to take it himself. Long shot made on goal. Successful. So an immediate face-off win and goal by number 2, Luke Mass, senior for the Byron Center Bulldogs. So Byron once again responding in turn to Grandville and shortening their lead. And 2 very quick goals made within the first couple of minutes here in the third quarter. Looks like the energy from the second quarter, which I would describe as truly just electric, has not been killed by halftime and will in fact carry over into the second half here. Center for the face-off now, still Preston for the Grandville Bulldogs, but it looks like we will switch out Luke. It'll be number 16, Aiden Susnick, for Byron on the face-off. Still, Byron will still win that face-off. Success there. Byron on the attack now. Pass is made over to Bale. Triplet will come on now. Bale will pass it out to, to DeYoung. DeYoung will pass it to Triplet. Triplet wide now, looking to make an attack. He'll come to the right of the crease. Moves into the X, it's out to Hickson now. Hickson will pass it back to Triplet in the X. He'll come around the corner of the crease, he'll pass it back out to Hickson wide. Byron looking to get in there, Grandville making it difficult for them. It's out to Bale now. Falls out of Bale's pocket. Grandville's scooped up by a defender. That would be a cross-check called on Byron against Grandville's defensive men, or defense, excuse me. Officially called a cross-check to the helmet. That will result in Grandville gaining possession of the ball. And I believe Byron will be playing man down for 2 minutes. Penalty was called on number 19, Bale, for Byron. Grandville on the offense now, looking to make some movement. Passes around their circle. It's in the hands of Lemon now. Almost looks like he's going to make a wide shot, but goes to pass instead. Back out to Lemon, who does make a wide, long shot now. Sails through the net of DeYoung. That will be a success for Grandville, who will extend their lead and go into the double digits. 10-8 now in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs on that man-down play. We'll go to the center for the face-off here. Mass will be back in as the Fogo for Byron. And Grandville's listed Fogo, number 19, DeBoer, will come back in for Grandville. So DeBoer and Mass on the face-off. Here we go. Bit of a scuffle there, but Byron will gain possession, win that face-off. Knocked out by Grandville's defenseman, but easily scooped back up by Byron. Pass is deflected by Grandville. It's in the hands of midfielder number 25, Anders Barnes. Schultz and Coral will come in on the offense for Grandville now as they move into attack positioning. Grandville still leading by 2 here in the third quarter. In the pocket of Coral now. Dancing around looking for some openings. He'll pass it out to Mann. Mann will pass it to Sturley. Sturley will move out of the X into the wing area, and he'll drop his stick, which will allow Byron to easily scoop that one up. Whistle is blown by the ref. Looks like that's going to be called out of bounds, and so Grandville will regain their possession. So it's Coral once again. He'll pass it out to Lemon. Lemon to Sturley. Sturley will pass it back to Mann, who's now in the X. Mann will pass it over into the crease to Schultz. I believe that was an offsides call on Grandville, which will lead to Byron now gaining possession. And that would be a slashing call on Grandville against Byron. Grandville has earned themselves their possession back. Mann cradling the ball, moving around into the X. Looking to make an attack happen here for Grandville. He'll pass it out to Coral. Coral looks to pass back to Schultz. Schultz looking to make some movement here, maybe taking a long shot on goal. Indeed he will, and he will succeed. That will be another goal for Grandville. And I believe that is Schultz's second goal of the night, personally. So Grandville will stretch that lead out even further. It is 11-8 in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs here with about 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Mass and DeBoer will head back to the center for the faceoff. Mass will win possession for the Bulldogs, who will move into the attack. Mass will pass it out to DeYoung, who will pass back to Susnick. Susnick makes a pass to Triplett, who comes on for the Bulldogs. Triplett still cradling. Pass to Bale. Bale tries to attack that crease there. He'll lose possession of the ball for a short time there. He's able to regain it quickly. We're back out to Triplett now. Will be a flag for slashing against Grandville. Byron will keep their possession. It's out to the pocket of Hickson now, looking to make something happen. Looks like he might head towards the crease himself. He'll pass back out to the X instead. Long shot made there by DeYoung, blocked by Grandville. So Byron will maintain their possession. It's in the pocket of Bale now, who will pass to Triplett. Triplett out to Hickson. Hickson to Medellin. Medellin back to Hickson to Bale. To Medellin. Back to Bale. Back to Triplet. Triplet to Medellin. Medellin to DeYoung. Back to Medellin. Back to Triplet. Back in the pocket of Bale. Almost makes a shot. Not quite able to. We'll pass to Triplet. Triplet to Medellin. Medellin out to DeYoung. Tries to make a pass to Cook. Make it to Bale instead. Bale. Long shot made on goal. Blocked by Grandville. Picked up by Grandville's defensive men, who will launch that down to their midfielders, who have a pretty good shot here. Shot made by number 1, Aiden Karras, his third of the night. Successful goal for Grandville. They move up 12-8 now, with just about 3.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. So we'll head back into the center after that Grandville goal for the face-off. Still mass for Byron, and Preston is back in as the FOGO for Grandville. Face-off won by Mass for Byron Center. He'll do a quick pass out. It'll come back to Hickson. Hickson will pass to Bale, who will come on. Triplet will come on for the Byron Center Bulldogs as well. Bale will make a quick pass to him. Triplet in possession now for the Bulldogs. He'll pass it back to Bale. Bale out to Hickson. Hickson long pass back to Triplet. Triplet looking to make some moves happen here. Tries to head to the left of the crease. Long shot made, will miss. Go wide out of bounds. Looks like Byron was the closer team there at the point where it rolls out of bounds. So Byron will maintain their possession. It's in the pocket of Hickson now. Hickson can't quite get in there. He'll pass it out to Triplet. Triplet looking to make something happen. Look, a bit of a long pass there. Tries to make that pass to Medellin, who's standing on the front of the crease there. Is not quite able to make it. That will go long and out of bounds. That will count as an attempted shot on goal, however, so Byron will regain their possession as Medellin was the closest there at that point of contact. In the pocket of Bale now, long shot made on goal. Flies wide of the goal post and will once again roll out of bounds. Byron will still maintain their possession. Try and get some more shots off here as the minutes are winding down on the third quarter. Here it's in the pocket of Bale now. Bale back to Triplet. Triplet looks to make some inside movement happen here. Might take it himself. He is double teamed, so that will fall out of his pocket into the hands of Grandville's defensive men, who will try and make it past midfield. It's loose on the field now. Let's see who's going to get it. Looks like it's going to be Byron, who will scoop that back up. That's Hickson for Byron Center, who will make a long pass down the field to one of his attackmen. Looks like it's going to be Owen DeYoung for Byron. In the pocket now. Passed over and scooped up by Bale for Byron. Bale will cradle now. Looking to get in there, might even take it himself. He'll pass it out to Sterling on the X instead. Quick little pass made to number 17, Cook, who will make an easy front of the crease goal for Byron Center. So Byron looking to once again kind of shorten that Grandville lead. Grandville does still lead 12-9 now. Still in favor of Grandville. Byron is creeping back in there, though. It looks like we've got about 1 minute and 12 seconds left here in this third quarter. We'll head back to the center for another face-off after that Byron Center goal. Still mass for Byron. Looks like it's still going to be Preston for... No, excuse me, that was DeBoer for Grandville. Byron does win that face-off. Mass will pass that out to Hickson. Less than a minute remaining now in the third quarter. Still in the pocket of Hickson here. BC hoping to make another goal before this third quarter ends and tighten that distance between Grandville and themselves. Hickson will pass it out to Cook. Cook out to Medellin in the X. Medellin will pass that back out to DeYoung and Triplett. It's DeYoung with possession now. He'll pass that to the wing. Pass out to Cook on the opposite side of the crease. He'll pass back to Hickson. Hickson with an attempted pass there to Medellin, who just barely stops that from going into Grandville's pocket. Seconds are ticking down here. That ball is going to go wide and out of bounds after an attempted Byron pass. So Grandville will gain possession with 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Bit of confusion there from Grandville will allow Byron to scoop that up and make a long shot, but it is easily caught and defended by the Grandville goalie, so no goal there. So bit of movement made by both teams there in the third quarter. A little bit more made by Grandville as they come up with another 3 goals there, leaving us at a score of 12-9, still in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs. As we will now head into the fourth and final quarter here at Waddell Field, the matchup between the Bulldogs. Really quick before we start that fourth quarter, though, I would like to thank our sponsors one more time. They are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move, and Gaines Charter Township. I also like to thank our BC Bronze athletic sponsors. They are Pete's Grill and Tavern and Third Coast Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Our BC Athletic Silver sponsors, Promo, University of Michigan Health West, the Orthopedics Associates of West Michigan, and XYZ Motors. And, of course, our BC Athletics Gold sponsors, Armored Roofing and Construction, and the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. Thank you so much to our generous sponsors. Both teams breaking their huddles now, taking the field as we get ready to start this fourth quarter here. Once again, that score still is going to be 12-9 in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs, who have held the lead for the majority of the evening. We did have a quick moment of a tie there at the end of the second quarter and then the very beginning of the third. And here's the starting faceoff of the quarter. That was DeBoer and Mass. Mass winning the faceoff for Byron. And it looks like he's going to take this for a long way himself before passing it off to an attackman for Byron. Quick pass is made. It's in the pocket of Bale now for Byron. He'll quickly pass that off to Hickson. Hickson back to Bale now. Byron just making some lazy movements here, trying to get a feel for what Grandville's defensive men have in store for them in this last quarter here. It's Medellin on the attack for Byron. He's trying to get in at the front of the crease there. There's lots of Grandville defense there, though, and they will knock that out of his pocket, scoop that one back up pretty easily. Timeout called, I believe, by Byron Center. I just took a moment to thank our sponsors, and we here at BCTV are always looking for new opportunities to connect with our community, and the one that makes the biggest impact is in the form of a sponsorship. So if you are interested in becoming a sponsor of BCTV, give us a call, 878-6780. We can give you some more information. Sponsorship rates are affordable, tax-deductible, and help bring you even more community-oriented content. Again, that number, 878-6780. Byron breaking their huddle now, coming back out onto the field. Grandville soon to follow. Got just over 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Grandville's team taking the field. Now Grandville will regain possession as we get started here post-timeout. It's in the net of Grandville's goalie now. He'll make a long pass out to defenseman who will pass it back to him. And then it will come out to number 10, that's Ethan Brooks, defensive line for Grandville. Pass it over to number 2, Luke. Coral with possession for Grandville now. He'll pass it out to Schultz. Schultz and Coral start to move in. Pass out to Sturley in the X. He'll pass to Lemon. Lemon back out to Coral. Coral to Schultz. Typical circle rotation here for Grandville Bulldogs. Schultz looks to move his way closer to the crease. Looks like he might try and make a shot himself here. He will. It will go off of the post there, so no goal. And then that ball will roll out of bounds. I believe that will count as a shot on goal. Yes, it will. So Grandville will regain their possession after that ball rolls out of bounds. So it's in the pocket of Lemon now. Lemon taking it around the X. He'll pass it out to Coral. Coral will try and get it to... Looks like he'll try and get it back to Sturley in the X. It will go a bit wide. Again, though, it will count as a shot on goal, so Grandville will regain their possession. Bit of a wide pass there made by Lemon out to Karras. It will go out of bounds, so Byron will regain their possession. They move quickly down the field now, trying to make a long shot. Successful. That was number 10, Hickson. I believe that is Hickson's, I want to say, 4th goal of the night. And it will move Byron into the double digits and, again, shorten that lead that Grandville holds over them. Grandville still in the lead, only by 2 now, though, 12-10. Excellent shot there, made there by Hickson. Kind of made the Grandville goalie do the splits. Back to the center for the faceoff now. It's Preston Mass. Goes the way of Byron. Still in the pocket of Mass. He'll pass it out to Medellin. Medellin. Out to Hickson. Hickson out to Bale. Bale to Triplet, who comes in now for the Byron Center Bulldogs. Triplet looking to make some movement happen, move closer to the crease. He'll take it into the X. He'll come around. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll pass it out to Hickson. Grandville gets in the way there, but Byron able to regain possession. Triplet will scoop that up. It'll go out to DeYoung now. DeYoung trying to move in himself. Again, Grandville making it hard. He'll pass it out to Hickson. Hickson will scoop that one back up. We'll try and attack the crease. Attempted pass out to Medellin there is blocked by Grandville. They'll try and get it across midfield to their attackers. It's in the hands of Vandenveer now. Move into the attack zone. He'll pass to Lemon. Lemon back to Vandenveer. Out to Karras. Karras to Sturley in the X. Sturley to Lemon. Lemon out to Vandenveer. Vandenveer back to Coral, who comes back in for the Grandville Bulldogs. Coral looking to make his own approach. He'll make a shot. Blocked by DeYoung. Grandville will regain possession, though, before that ball rolls out of bounds, so they're still on the attack. It's in the hands of Schultz now. He looks to move in himself. Long shot made. Misses wide. That will roll out of bounds. Looks like Coral was there, so Grandville will keep their possession. Back in now, still in the pocket of Coral. He'll pass out to Vandenveer. Vandenveer out to Schultz. Schultz back to Vandenveer. Vandenveer back to Coral, who looks to move out into the X now. Coral coming around into the crease. Attempted pass made there. Almost rolls out of bounds, but it's stopped by Vandenveer, so Grandville will maintain possession, excuse me. Vandenveer will pass that out to Schultz. Schultz now looking to make some movement. He'll pass it out to Coral. Coral trying to come in. Shot made by Coral, blocked by DeYoung. No goal. In the hands of Byron's defensive men now. They try and pass that over to across midfield, stopped by Grandville's midfielder, number 25. Barnes. Grandville able to regain possession. It's Lemon. Lemon out to Schultz. Schultz back to Lemon. Lemon moving in towards the crease now. He'll go back out to Schultz. Schultz looking like he might want to make a long shot. He's a little bit too far away for it, though. Still in the pocket of Schultz. He'll pass it in towards Sturley, who's at the front of the crease. Easy shot made.
Grandville goal, number 11.
That's another Grandville goal. They will extend their lead by another. It's 13-10 in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs. Here with about 5.5 minutes, just over, left in this last quarter. Go back to the center for another face-off after that Grandville goal. It's going to be Mass and DeBoer once again. Byron wins the face-off. Mass is tripped up there by Grandville. I think that's going to be called an infraction on Grandville. So Byron will be awarded possession. It's in the pocket of Hickson now. So we await the whistle, and there it is. Hickson moves in, passes it around, back to Hickson. Hickson to Medellin. Long shot made on goal, goes wide. Byron will maintain possession. It's to Medellin now. Medellin out to DeYoung. Another long shot made, easily caught by Grandville goalie. Parker. So Parker will pass that out to his midfielder Preston, who will run across that field. Get it down to his attackman. It's Sturley now in the X. Loses possession after some trip-ups there by Byron defensive men. So it's back in the hands of Byron, who will get it into the hands of their midfielders. And it's in the pocket of Bale now, running across into their attack zone. Byron not giving up hope. Trying to make some more action happen here. It's in the pocket of DeYoung now. Looks like he might try and make his own movement. Can't quite get there. He'll pass it out to Hickson. Pass goes wide. It's going to be scooped up by Grandville. And it's a timeout called by Grandville. Another quick reminder that you can follow BCTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Find us at BCTV25 or on YouTube at BCTV.25. Stay up to date on all of our productions and news. And of course on our YouTube, that again being BCTV.25, you can watch a lot of our past productions as well. And while we're at it, you know who else you can follow on social media? The MHSAA. Keep up with everything MHSAA on social media. Look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for tournament updates, event announcements, video highlights, and high school sports news from around the state. It's the best way to connect with the MHSAA every day. So go ahead, give them a follow, and give us a follow too. About 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Grandville still leading against Byron 13-10. Both teams breaking their huddles now, coming back out onto the field. I believe it will still be in Byron's possession. Actually, I believe I've misspoken. Yes, I have misspoken. It is in Grandville's possession. They gained possession right before they called that timeout. So it's Schultz. He'll make a quick pass out to his defenseman. It's in the hands of the goalie. Now it's with their midfielders. It's midfielder Luke for Grandville. He'll make a quick and easy pass to Lemon. Lemon will pass it to Schultz. Grandville officially on the attack now, looking to add some more goals to their lead. Schultz to Coral. Coral moving towards the front of the crease. Shot made, caught easily by DeYoung. Byron almost losing possession there to Grandville, but able to scoop it back up. Timeout called by Byron Center. We've always said that sportsmanship is the golden rule in action, but why should it stop when the game is over? Now more than ever, we need to respect each other and treat each other with common decency, not only between the lines, but outside the lines in our daily lives. In sports and in life, nothing beats good sportsmanship. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. So just over 3 minutes remaining now in the fourth quarter here. Score remains the same as the last time I said it, 13-10. Still in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs. Both teams coming back out onto the field now. Byron Center in possession. Looking to get this ball out of their half of the field and back onto Grandville's, hoping to go back on the offensive. Byron moving quickly. It's popped out of the pocket by Grandville. Byron makes a quick movement. There's a scuffle. Whistle blown. Believe possession is awarded to Grandville. Yes. So it's in the pocket of Lemon now. He'll make a quick pass out to Schultz as he comes back on, along with Coral and Mann. In the pocket of Schultz, taking his time. Schultz still taking a stroll along that wing area, kind of letting that clock run down as he tries to call some plays out here. He'll move towards the X now. 2 minutes remaining now in the fourth quarter. Schultz still in possession, still in the X as well. He's heavily guarded. But no swinging attempts are made by Bale, who's guarding him for Byron. Schultz moves out of the X now. Shot made on goal as he comes around the crease. Easy in there for Schultz, who will make his 5th goal of the night. Grandville extends their lead once again. It's 14-10 now in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs. Just over 90 seconds remaining. We'll come back to the center for a face-off. Mass and DeBoer. Byron wins the face-off. Looking to make some quick movements down the field. His time is dwindling down. Byron will pass that out into the X. It will go out of bounds. Goes down as a shot on goal, so Byron will maintain their possession. Shot made.
Byron center goal, number 18.
And it will fly through that zone 5 if we're doing hockey zones once again. My apologies. I don't know if there are lacrosse zones. But that will be a successful goal for Byron. That's the point I'm trying to make here. It's a success. So shortens that Grandville lead just a little bit. It'll be 14-11 still in favor of the Grandville Bulldogs, but there's still some time on the clock here. At Waddell Field, we'll go back to the center. It's Mass and DeBoer once again at the face-off. And once again, it will go the way of Byron's center, scooped up by Mass here. So he'll make a quick pass out to DeYoung. DeYoung, quick shot made, bounces off of the ground and then back up. Grandville goalie just kind of miscalculates that, and he goes low when the ball goes high, and that's going to be another Byron center goal. They shorten Grandville's lead to just 2. It's 14-12 here with just over a minute remaining. It's 2 very quick Byron center goals in rapid succession there, and we're once again back to the face-off here, Mass and DeBoer. Just over a minute remaining in the fourth quarter here at Waddell Field. Once again, face-off won by Mass. He'll take it himself, and then he'll pass it out to DeYoung once again. DeYoung looking to make another shot on goal. This one's blocked by Grandville, and then it's scooped up by a Grandville defender. Number 10, who will make a launch down midfield to Schultz. Schultz in possession now. Clock winding down. Looks like Schultz might make a shot on goal here. Still in Schultz's pocket. Less than 30 seconds now. Schultz just running around, probably just trying to keep his possession of the ball. He'll pass it out to Sturley real quick. Sturley will pass it out to Vandenveer. Vandenveer out to Sturley. Sturley back to Schultz as Grandville will count down the seconds here to their victory. And that is it. So this will go down as a Grandville Bulldogs victory. Final score 14-12 here at Waddell Field. Well, this was just an exhilarating game to watch and certainly to announce for you here tonight. I'm still Elena Arms. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you in the next one. Have a good night, folks.